She wore it every day. The thin silver bracelet with our initials delicately etched beneath a tiny heart. A gift I gave her on our 3rd anniversary as a symbol of everything we'd survived. The pain, the healing, the laughter, the long nights in each other's arms. So I thought. But now that I replay the video over and over, it's all I can see. That damn bracelet glinting off her wrist as she gripped the sheets in a hotel room I'd never been in. Moaning a name that wasn't mine, a name that cut into me like glass shrapnel from a life I didn't know I was losing. A name belonging to a man I'd only heard in passing. A name that once belonged in her past but now echoed through the speakers of my laptop like a cruel chorus to a truth I never wanted to believe. And it all began a week ago when I decided to surprise her. Emily, my fiancée, my supposed forever, by making a video collage of our memories for her birthday, scouring old drives, cloud folders, even her iPad backups, because I wanted it perfect, wanted to remind her of us, of what we'd built, until I opened a folder named Work Trip Berlin tucked in an unshared cloud, expecting meeting notes or selfies in museums, but instead finding dozens of videos, silent thumbnails with timestamps, each labeled by date and cryptic abbreviations like Room 213 or Sunset View. And my curiosity dissolved into dread the moment I clicked the first, heart thudding as the screen lit up with dim hotel lighting. And there she was, Emily, naked. Beneath him, her fingers clawing at his back, the bracelet bouncing on her wrist like it didn't know it was betraying me too. And her lips parted to scream a name that wasn't mine, that old flame she told me about once like it meant nothing. It was years ago, babe, just a fling during uni, he moved away, end of story. But now here he was, buried inside her like he belonged, and the timestamps told me it had started months ago, spanning trips I thought were for conferences, for solo getaways, to de-stress, for healing after her miscarriage. The miscarriage I mourned while holding her hand, unaware her mind and body were already elsewhere, tangled in someone else's sheets, and suddenly the past few months rewrote themselves in my mind like a film in reverse. The fake headaches, the new lingerie she said she bought for me but never wore, the way she avoided my eyes when I kissed her, the muted phone on date nights, and how she once came home with a faint hickey she claimed was a curling iron burn, and I, the fool in love, believed it all, patched every hole with hope, thinking love was enough, thinking if I gave more, she'd come back from whatever distant shore her heart had floated to. But now I saw it clearly, brutally, as she whispered his name over and over. The voice I'd memorized used for someone else's pleasure, her bracelet, the one I gave with tears in my eyes, flashing like a cruel joke every time she reached for him. And the rage inside me simmered to something cold, something surgical, because I didn't scream or call her out right away. No, I backed up the files, cataloged every video, every photo, every message where she said, "I miss you already," or "He still thinks I'm in the spa lol. And I made a folder titled The Real Emily. Before copying it to a USB drive I slipped into a small envelope I'd place under her pillow the morning of her surprise birthday party. The one I still hosted with a smile. The one where her friends toasted her loyalty, her resilience, her love for me. And she stood beside me like nothing was wrong, wrapped in the arms of the man she betrayed, laughing at jokes, pretending the world was perfect while I counted every second until the final toast, the final gift, mine. When I handed her a small box and said, "This one's personal." And she opened it in front of everyone expecting jewelry or a love letter, but instead pulled out the USB drive and a single note that said, "Watch it alone. Then decide who you really are." And the smile fell from her lips like a mask cracking, confusion replacing her charm as the room fell silent, people whispering, her best friend already looking nervous because she knew. She must have known. And I walked out without another word, not needing to stay for the unraveling, knowing the truth I gave her in digital form would detonate everything she built on lies. And that night I slept at a friend's, phone buzzing non-stop, but I didn't answer, not even when she texted, "Please, I didn't mean for you to find that," or "It was a mistake, I love you," or the cruelest of all, "Can we talk? I can explain." As if there was anything left to say after seeing her body and soul pledged to another while wearing the symbol of my love. And days passed without contact until I saw her at the cafe where we had our first date, bracelet gone, eyes red, standing in the rain holding the box with the USB inside like she wanted to return the truth as if that could undo it. But I just walked by, letting her feel the weight of silence, letting her carry the ghost of what we had, because in the end, I realized she never loved me like I loved her. She loved comfort, safety, the idea of me, but I loved her with everything I had. And that love was the weapon she used to hide behind while giving herself away. And now the bracelet she once wore lies at the bottom of my drawer, tarnished and cold. A reminder that some gifts come wrapped in betrayal. And the only way forward is to leave behind the lies, the moans, the videos, and the woman who wore your love while screaming someone else's name.